The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining the NAFEM Show, Everything You Need to Know as a First-Time Attendee webinar. My name is Dawn Parker, NAFEM's Vice President of Programs and Partnerships. It's exciting to think that the NAFEM Show is only a few weeks away. Today's webinar session will provide you with the groundwork that you're going to need to make the most out of your attendance at the show. If you missed something during today's webinar, or you want to go back and review the information or share it with colleagues, we're recording this webinar and it will be available to you shortly at the nafemshow.org under the For Attendees tab. During today's webinar, send us your questions using the question function in your GoToWebinar control panel, and we'll answer everything that we can. If we don't get to your question, we'll get back to you as soon as possible afterward with the information that you need. Now, let's get our webinar started by introducing Buffy Levy, the NAFEM Show Director, to get you up to speed and provide valuable tips and information. Buffy, the webinar floor is yours.
Great, thank you, Dawn. We're thrilled you've made the decision to attend the NAFEM Show next month in Orlando. We know your time will be well spent with all of the networking, education, and new product discoveries to take advantage of while you are there. We want to make sure that your first experience is a positive one and that you have all the key information you need to make your participation smooth, easy, and successful. Today we'll be reviewing show opportunities, logistics related to your on-site experience, how to plan for your visit, and things to do in the evening while in Orlando when you're not on the show floor. Of course, the main attraction at the NAFEM Show is the 600+ exhibitors, featuring food service and equipment supply solutions for you to explore and learn about. But there are some other features on the show floor that you will want to take advantage of as well. There will be 4 What's Hot, What's Cool, What Works lounges on the show floor, where attendees can not only sit and refresh for a few minutes, but more importantly, find stories of game-changing equipment and supplies and the impact they had on real-life food service operations. In total, there will be 23 case studies on display in the 4 lounges. Each case study tells an exciting story about how a single piece of equipment or supply implementation changed an operator's business for the better. The NAFEM booth features advocacy, industry allied booths for CEFESA, FIDA, MOFSI, FCSI, and also our scholarship program check-in. You will also find a theater in our booth with speakers offering presentations about the latest E&S trends and technologies. These will be quick hit sessions of less than 30 minutes each, and we highly encourage you to attend. Finally, we offer training time. On Friday, February 8th and Saturday, February 9th, the show floor opens 1 hour early from 8 to 9 a.m. for exhibitors to offer training to their customers. Training time badges are automatically provided to members of CEFESA, FCSI, FIDA, and all buying groups, allowing them access to the show floor for training. So if you are a member of any of these groups, your badge will automatically give you access to the show floor for training time. There's nothing further you need to do. The NAFEM Show offers 2 great special events to give you time to network with exhibitors as well as other attendees off the show floor. Our kickoff party is on Wednesday evening, February 6th at the Hyatt Orlando, and it will give you the chance to connect with industry friends and meet some new ones the night before the show opens. We'll have great food, drinks, and a rockin' cover band. The party ends at 7:30 so that you have the rest of the evening to dine out with manufacturers and/or colleagues. Our sold-out NAFEM party is an amazing event taking place on Friday night, February 8th. This fun, celebratory evening will provide creative food and beverage, lots of opportunities to network, and the chance to experience 9-time Grammy Award winner Sheryl Crow in an intimate concert setting. As I mentioned, the NAFEM party is currently sold out, but if you're already registered to attend the show and you've not purchased tickets to the kickoff party, they can be purchased through your attendee registration portal, which you can access via the link that was included on the badge confirmation email you received at the time you registered. Let's talk about logistics. So the show takes place at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. If you're not familiar with this convention center, it encompasses 2 different buildings across the street from each other, the North-South building and the West building. The NAFEM show takes place in the North-South building, which is located between the Hyatt and the Hilton, and will have large banners running across the building to make sure you know where to find us. Also be aware that the North-South building is the newer, more modern building with the crescent-shaped entranceways. All aspects of the show, other than the kickoff party at the Hyatt, take place at the Convention Center. Badges for the NAFEM show are not mailed in advance of the show. If you get to Orlando and you've already registered for a badge, there are 3 ways to pick it up. The first is our satellite badge pickup area at the Orlando Airport on the baggage claim level. We'll have greeters in baggage claim areas of both terminals with signs directing you to the badge pickup booths. If you are staying at the Hilton Orlando, the Hyatt Orlando, or the Rosen Center, we will also have satellite badge pickup desks there to make it easy to pick your badge up. And of course, our main registration area is at the Orange County Convention Center in room S220. If you're able to pick up your badge at either of the 4 satellite areas, the airport or the 3 hotels, we do encourage you to do so to avoid any lines at registration at the convention center. If you arrive in Orlando and you have not yet registered for a badge, you can do so at the Orange County Convention Center. On-site registration is not available at our satellite locations at the airport and the 3 hotels. Attendee badges have barcodes containing your registration contact information, and exhibitors scan your badges to facilitate follow-up, providing you with the opportunity to request information on products of interest. As you can see, our show hours are listed here on this slide. And as mentioned earlier, training time is the 1 hour before the show opens on Friday and Saturday for exhibitors to offer training to customers. Training time badges are provided to members of SFESA, FCSI, FIDA, and all buying groups, allowing them access to the show floor for training. So if you're a member of any of these groups, your badge will automatically be set to provide you access to training time. If you come to the convention center with a coat, a bag, luggage, anything of the sort that you prefer not to carry around as you walk the floor, take advantage of our complimentary coat and bag check in room S221. We'll be happy to store your personal items to make it less cumbersome to walk the show floor and explore. While the NAFEM show is a place of business, business casual attire is welcome. Attire for the kickoff and the NAFEM parties is casual. We're very pleased to offer all of our show participants access to complimentary Wi-Fi while in the convention center. Just look for the network called 19 NAFEM to log on when you get to the building. There is no password required. So let's talk a little bit about how to plan for your visit. The best pre-planning tool for your participation at the show is our mobile app. You can download it in the Apple Store or Google Play and search for the NAFEM Show 2019. The app has a lot of great features to help you plan for your visit to the show, starting with the exhibitor list. To access the exhibitor list, click on the orange icon called Exhibitors. This will take you to a full exhibitor list where you can search for a company by company name or by product category. Once you've located an exhibitor you'd like to visit, and here's an example of NAFEM's booth listing in the app, so that's what it will look like for any exhibitor you select. But once you've located an exhibitor you want to visit, there are a number of tools here that you can use. If you click on the calendar icon that says meeting, it will take you to this screen. This allows you to contact an exhibitor and request a meeting at a specific time. So you want to select the time that you want to meet with the exhibitor. You can make some notes in the box to send to them, and then you hit save. Once you hit save, a pre-populated email will appear, and you can send it to the exhibitor. It will then also add the appointment into your mobile app calendar. You can use the mobile app tool to prepare for the show by making notes for yourself for the various exhibitors that you plan to visit, so you'll remember the items you want to discuss with them. If you click on the Notes button, it will pull up this box, and you can make any notes, questions, things you want to talk about with a particular exhibitor. And you can use the same feature to take notes while you're at the show, so you can follow up afterwards. The notes can also be sent to yourself via email in case for some reason you need a hard copy printout of them. The visited icon allows you to make note that you have visited an exhibitor, so you can keep track of who you saw at the show. The Map It icon shows you where the exhibitor's booth is on the show floor. And lastly, you can mark an exhibitor as a favorite, and this can be used to create maybe a list of companies you want to see at the show, so you have a plan before you get there. And it can also be used to make note of companies that you saw at the show that you want to pursue further once you return to the office. The floor plan icon provides maps of the convention center and, most importantly, of the show floor. If you click on the floor plan or touch the icon floor plan, it will take you to this screen, which gives you the overall view of the floor plan, which you can zoom in and out of. And if you press this Locate Me button at the bottom, it will show you where you are on the show floor, so you can get an overall view of your location relative to other booths you want to visit. So you'll click that, it will ask you the number, a booth number that you're near, you type in the number, it will drop a pin there, and you can say, okay, I'm here, and I see I want to go over there. All exhibitors are able to feature one new product on our mobile app to make it easy for attendees to find new things to see and explore. Click on the New Product Showcase icon to find these innovations. The Schedule of Events icon lists all official NAFEM events taking place during the NAFEM show. And the My Planner schedule is a great way to keep track of everything you want to get done while you're at the show. You can use it to add items from the official schedule of events. You can add appointments to your calendar that you've scheduled individually with exhibitors. You can record evening activities that you're going to, and so on. And so spending some time organizing your mobile planner schedule before you head to Orlando is really a great way to ensure that you get there and you're ready to work and make the most of your time. So while you're in Orlando, let's talk about dining options. There are a few ways to find great places to dine when you're in Orlando. First, you can consult the food service options section of the mobile app. This feature is not yet populated, but when you get on site, it will be, and you'll be able to tap on it to see all the food service outlets open for breakfast and lunch at the convention center. The app will provide locations, menus, pricing, and hours for all the dining options in the building. Moving on to dinner, you can also use our mobile app to find places to eat. You tap on the local information icon, and it will take you to this screen, which allows you to access all kinds of food options in and around Orlando. Lastly, if you'd like some personalized help with finding the right restaurant, our Restaurant Reservation Center is available on site to provide you with recommendations and reservation assistance. Our friendly restaurant staff will be located in the South Concourse, outside Hall A, with menus and ideas to share with you. Getting around while in Orlando is easy. Taxis are available on the ground transportation level at the Orlando International Airport and, of course, offer service between the airport and all NAFEM hotels. The average fare ranges between $38 and $55 depending on the location of your hotel. Uber and Lyft are also available at the airport. In fact, taxis and rideshare services like Uber and Lyft are very prevalent in Orlando and easy to get you around in the Convention Center district. And finally, NAFEM offers complimentary shuttle bus service between the Orange County Convention Center and all the NAFEM Show hotels, except for the Hilton Orlando, the Hyatt Regency Orlando, and the Rosen Center Hotel, which are all within walking distance of the Convention Center. But shuttle service is provided for these walkable hotels on Friday evening for the NAFEM party. The shuttle service schedule is available on site and also will be available on the show mobile app under the general information icon. That is one that is not yet up there yet, but it will be when you get to the show. NAFEM has multiple social accounts, including Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow us leading up to and during the show. We'll be sharing updates and photos to keep you in the loop with what's going on. We also encourage you to post your own photos and share them with us using the hashtag #TheNAFEMShow. And make sure you watch for our Snapchat filter that will be available for use at the Convention Center during the show. I want to close by reminding you that in addition to the mobile app, a great source for show information is our website, thenafemshow.org. Access it anytime for the most up-to-date information. And that does it for the key points we wanted to cover with you today. So Dawn, I'll ask if we have any questions that have come in from the audience that I can answer.
Thanks, Buffy. We do have a couple of questions. The first is, what educational sessions are being offered at the NAFEM Show?
Very good question. So rather than providing education in a typical classroom-style environment in meeting rooms at the Convention Center, all the education that we offer at the NAFEM Show actually takes place on the show floor. So between what you'll learn in exhibitor booths, between what we talked about, what will be in the What's Hot, What's Cool, What Works lounges, the NAFEM booth, Education Theater, they'll find lots of ways throughout the show floor to learn about trends and innovation in the industry.
Great, thanks, Buffy. Next up is, can you please repeat the exact name of the NAFEM Show app?
Sure. It is called the NAFEM Show 2019.
Okay. Another question, and if you don't happen to have this right in front of you, I can answer it. What day does badge pickup start at the airport, and how late is the badge pickup open?
Badge pickup at the airport will start it's Tuesday through Thursday. I don't have the hours handy with me, but you have that?
I do. Tuesday and Wednesday, so the 5th and 6th, you can pick them up from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then on Thursday, the 7th, open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So let's move on to another question. Let's see. You mentioned there's a section called My Planner in the app. Do you have to slide in the mobile app, and where is it? Yes.
Yes. So for that, it's not in that icon grid. You do have to slide or you touch. I believe it's called like the hamburger menu icon at the top, and then you will see the My Planner schedule. So it is there. It's just on the second screen.
Great, thank you. Again, can you reiterate where an attendee can find a floor plan of the show and identify booth locations of companies they want to visit?
Sure. So there's actually three ways you could do it. You can find a floor plan on our website. You can go to thenafemshow.org and click on the About the Show tab. The second is through our mobile app. You click on the floor plan icon and it will give you the chance to look at the exhibit hall. And then also we will have a printed floor plan that we'll give out at the show. We don't do a printed directory, but we do a handout that has a full exhibitor list, some key hours and such, and the floor plan on it.
Okay. Another question is, having been there before, Buffy, and knowing the area, how long would you think the walk from the Rosen is to the convention center?
So I assume they're asking about the Rosen Center, because there's also the Rosen Plaza, which is in the general area there too, but the Rosen Plaza does have a shuttle service. The Rosen Center is directly across the street from the convention center, so I would say it's probably a 2 to 3 minute walk, and that's just because you're getting across a big road, but it's right across the street.
Great, thank you. We've been asked again to repeat where at the airport that we can find the badge pickup.
Okay, so when you go down to baggage claim to get your bags, excuse me, I'm sorry. When you go down the escalator to baggage claim, you should see someone right there with a NAFEM apron on and a little paddle that says NAFEM, and they will point you down to where the booth is where you can collect your badge. So it's in baggage claim, and we will actually have people helping direct you to find the counter to pick up your badge. And again, that's only if you've pre-registered. If you've not already registered, you do have to do that either online or at the convention center.
Great, thank you. Do you happen to have in front of you, Buffy, the other days that badges can be picked up?
Well, registration at the convention center is open starting Wednesday at noon through the show. I don't have the exact hours, but I think it opens like at 7 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it goes until the close of the show each day. So it's actually at the satellite locations at the hotels and the airport where we open on Tuesday, so it's a day earlier. But at the convention center, it's Wednesday through Saturday. And actually also, if you go onto the app, there is a button called General Show Information. And if you click that, you'll find the hours are listed there. Actually, here they are. Why don't I tell you? They're Wednesday, noon to 8, Thursday, 7 to 5, Friday, February 8th, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 7 to 3.
Great, thank you. I believe that's all of our questions for today. Oh, nope, one more just popped up. What is the recommended attire?
Business casual attire is recommended. That's typically, I mean, there are some people that wear business attire, but we generally say that business casual attire is welcome at the show.
Great, thank you. And thank everyone for attending today and your questions. We hope today's session helped you set the right foundation for a wonderful experience at the NAFEM Show, and we look forward to seeing you February 7th through the 9th at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. Thank you again for joining us today, and have a great afternoon.